was a long time in the making, but finally it's here. What is up, my realists? It's Stephen, and welcome back to our first ever Tuesday video. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but again, I'm still like stuck at home and everything. But yes, even though I am stuck here, I will still obviously make videos for you guys. But before we get to the video, I just want to say, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. And also don't forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms. That is Stephen Flores for Facebook, Stephen J Flores for Twitter, and Stephen Flores _IRL for Instagram. And as always, if you like this video and want to see more videos like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and also hit the bell for me, will ya? But yes, let's get on with the video. So a couple of weeks ago, I made a video reacting to Onward. It didn't really do that well, mostly because I completely forgot that the virus was taking over the world. So not a lot of people went out into the cinemas to see it. But now that it's been released on Disney Plus in a lot of the Western countries, I feel like now I can actually do this kind of video. I have not missed a single Pixar movie, okay? I have seen all 22 of them, and especially for the earlier ones, at least like 3 times each. So I thought I would just make this video ranking every single Pixar movie, including Onward. I'm gonna have to update this video in like a few months when Soul comes out. But yeah, so this is just gonna be me ranking how good the Pixar movies are according to me. And you're gonna notice that a lot of the sequels, with the exception of 2 sequels, are usually at the bottom half of this list, because I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this, but the Pixar movie sequels aren't really that good. You know, okay, fine. Finding Nemo, great. Incredibles, amazing. But did we really need Finding Dory and Incredibles 2? I don't think so. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think you all can agree that there was just something missing from both of them, and I think that's because, like, I don't know, they didn't try to be their own thing. They just piggybacked off of like the previous movie, which is what the Toy Story movies don't do, except for the 4th one. The 4th one kind of sucks. The 2nd and the 3rd tried to be their own movies. They don't rely on the first movie or the movies before that. But that's enough rambling for me. I'm just gonna get on with the ranking. We're starting our ranking at number 22, and that is Cars 2. I don't have to explain why this one is at the bottom, but if you've seen it, it is not a Pixar movie, okay? If you know Blue Sky Animation, okay, it'll probably be one of their movies. This is not a Pixar movie. This is the movie equivalent of that one kid from your school that thinks he's cool and tries to fit in, but just like is not cool at all. That's this movie. Like, it really tries. It really does. But like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And they really shouldn't have put it like the focus on Mater, because Mater is a side character. He did not like need to have his own movie, okay? Number 21 is Cars 3. That's gonna be a recurring theme here. I do not like the Cars movies. Cars 3 felt incredibly unnecessary. The thing is, it actually, like, you know, it could have been something great, like, based on what they were talking about, like, what the movie was about, but, like, it just didn't stick the landing at all, and it just felt so, like, I don't know, it just felt so bland and so useless that I didn't understand it, but it's better than Cars 3. And number 20 is Cars. So I really don't like the Cars movies. Cars is the best of the Cars movies, I have to say, because, you know, there's that whole thing with the town rotting away that kind of gives it, like, that makes you kind of feel, like, warm and fuzzy inside, but yeah, it's still not good. Number 19 is The Good Dinosaur. And if you're wondering what the heck is The Good Dinosaur, that's probably why this is this low on this list. I'm probably one of the 20 people around the world that actually saw The Good Dinosaur. And the thing is, it wasn't horrible, and I don't understand why nobody watched it. I mean, like, you know, it's on the bottom of, like, the Pixar movies, but as a movie, it's better than a lot of the other animation out there. And I don't know, I found Arlo really appealing, and if you're wondering who Arlo is, that's just, I really feel so bad for this movie. Number 18 is A Bug's Life. I don't know if it's because the animation is so crude, or it's just because I watch it the least, or for some reason I've never connected with the movie. But this is probably, like, every time I think of Pixar, it's not the first thing that comes into my head. And yeah. Number 17 is Brave. Brave never really, like, appealed to me. I don't know why. I know a lot of people like it, but there's just something weird with the story that I can't seem to put my finger on. But it just didn't super appeal to me. Maybe because I thought it would be like this cool, like she goes on a quest or something, but then it becomes about her mom turning into a bear, and that kind of got pushed there out of nowhere. And then some other characters, they just kind of like drop in the middle of the movie and they never seem to appear. I don't know, it just seemed like, I don't know, I just didn't connect with it as much as I thought I would. Number 16 is Monsters University. I actually really enjoy this movie, and I actually enjoy it more than some of the movies ranked above it, but I know for a fact that it's like on the bottom half of Pixar's list. Like, sure, it's fun, it's a fun movie, it's one of the funner movies in the Pixar catalog, but could they have survived with not making this movie? Hell yeah, they could have. This would have been great as like a short film, but like as an hour and a half long movie, not really. Number 15 is Incredibles 2. Mostly because I can't remember a single thing from Incredibles 2. Other than there was a yacht at some point, and like Elastigirl was the one who was going out fighting crime, and Bob Parr was just at home. It just seemed like really stereotypical. Like I've probably seen that kind of movie, and you know, where like the gender roles are reversed and everything, probably like a billion times before. It didn't really strike me as like, it wasn't super entertaining from what I remember. The jokes kind of didn't land that much, and the jokes kind of relied on Incredibles 1 too much, so that's why I didn't super like it. Number 14 is Finding Dory. This would be a lot lower on the list if it wasn't for that scene towards the end where like she finds her parents and they built like pebble trails going for God knows how long. That scene like hit the target for me. Like, I was bawling. But the thing is, take that out, take that whole family aspect out, and you just focus on like the aquarium stuff. It just like didn't appeal to me at all. The tank characters were absent from this movie, and that kind of took away a lot from me because I love like Gil and Flo and all of them. So yeah, it just didn't really work for me except for that one scene. Number 13 is Toy Story 4. This is pretty self-explanatory. It was the most useless of the four. I get what they were trying to do with how, you know, some toys, they like just aren't being played with anymore like Woody. But the thing is, that was discussed in Toy Story 2. And also, the thing about Woody leaving them and whatever, that was kind of discussed in Toy Story 3 when Andy left all of them. So like, it literally had nothing new to say, at least from my perspective. Like, there was nothing new it had to say, which is why it's my least favorite. Number 12 is Monsters, Inc. Now, from this movie onwards, I can say I really like these movies. Like, from Monsters, Inc. until number 1, I enjoy these movies. Monsters, Inc. is a classic. It's funny. It's hilarious. Billy Crystal and John Goodman did an amazing job at it. That whole scene with the doors at the end, that was so smart, and I don't know, I just love this movie. Number 11 is Onward. I'm not gonna say too much about Onward because I know a lot of you probably haven't watched it, but it knew what story it wanted to be and it hit the target so well, especially the ending, and it's just like so emotional, and how the whole movie was setting up this revelation towards the end that just makes everything click so perfectly. This is like really good Pixar. Okay, now we're getting to the top 10. Number 10, Toy Story 2. Like I said, this deals with the toys who were never played with or who lost like love from their owners and all of that. And I just felt like it was a really good way to tell a unique story that didn't rely on Toy Story 1 at all and felt like a natural progression for the characters in Toy Story 2. It was just so good. And that airport scene, like up to now, I feel like that's how they do the baggage at the airport, but apparently that's really not how they do it. Number 9 is The Incredibles. The Incredibles have to be in the top 10. I mean, come on. One of the best like superhero movies ever. It's better, okay, it's probably better than 90% the superhero movies out there, okay? It's what Fantastic Four wants to be, okay? That's how good it is. I just really love it so much. It's kind of more adult than the other Pixar movies, which I also like. Number 8 is Finding Nemo. Oh my god, every single sequence in this thing is just amazing. Like how we go to Crush, and the jellyfish, and the tank, and Darla, and the keep swimming down the net, like swallowed up by a whale, or how they ended up in the gorge down under with that thing with the light on its head. Oh my god. This just kept throwing great scene after great scene after great scene, and I love it. Number 7 is the original Toy Story. I gotta put the original Toy Story in the top 10. I mean, come on. It's the reason why Pixar is so big right now. And its story about friendship and camaraderie and all of that. All the sequences in Sid's house where they got the misfit toys to help them. And how it deals with jealousy and feeling replaced and all of that. Oh my god. This movie's great. The animation kind of sucks, but that's because the computers in 1995 weren't the best. But I won't blame it for that. Number 6 is WALL-E. I love this movie so much. This movie deserves to be in this slot for the dancing in space scene alone. Then you add all of the stuff at the start where it basically told an entire story about WALL-E and revealed all of WALL-E's character without any dialogue. What the heck? This is like so artistic, and how it's all about environmentalism and human selfishness and capitalism. Oh my lord. This is great. Now we're getting to the top 5, and number 5 is Ratatouille. I really love this because of the message that, you know, it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. If you have talent, you got it, and you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. That's exactly the message I need in my life right now. That and all the cooking sequences are just amazing. I remember I have not finished my popcorn that fast in a movie because every time they would show food, it would just make me so hungry. And it just tells such a unique lovable story, and just like, I just love it so much. Number 4 is Toy Story 3. This is the best Toy Story, okay? You can fight me all you want, this is the best Toy Story. Because it dealt with like growing up and moving out of your, you know, phase when you just like toys. And you know, the whole scene where he was passing them on to Bonnie really like made the whole Toy Story franchise go full circle for me. Plus, you gotta admit, when they were in the incinerator and about to die, you cannot tell me that you didn't want to cry then, okay? I know you did. You thought they were gonna die, didn't you? Oh my god. Beautiful. Number 3 is Coco. I did not put this high just because I look like the kid from Coco. Okay, I got that a lot from my friends. This is this high because, oh my god, the way it used all its story elements, like come on. Like the musical theme of that one song, Remember Me. I think his grandfather was misunderstood or something. And how just all its elements just made me like freak out. And I think, personally, among all the Pixar movies on this list, this is the one that made me cry the most. And the one that's right behind that in terms of the amount of tears it gave me is what's number 2 on this list, and that is Inside Out. I have not seen a better representation of like loneliness on screen than this movie. It perfectly encapsulates like how emotions really work in humans and how, you know, big changes can affect us in negative ways, how we deal with anxiety and depression. Oh my lord! This was so smart. The voice casting was great, and oh my god, when Bing Bong like drop down into that abyss, you have gotta admit, you probably cried too. And when he said take her to the moon for me, I was a mess. And now we go to my favorite Pixar movie of all time, Up. This is mostly here for the first 10 minutes. It's the best movie sequence, not just in Pixar, but I feel like in all of animation, and it's up there in film history as one of the best sequences of all time. How they told a whole love story in like 10 minutes. What the heck? And the thing is, it doesn't stop there. You have everything else that comes after, and it's just so great. And come on, that one scene where he was flipping through the adventure book and she actually filled out the picture saying that he became her adventure. Tears, literal tears. I didn't know whether or not a future movie would ever beat this for me, and Inside Out and Coco came really, really close. But like, nothing beats this movie for me. And yes, so that's all 22 Pixar movies ranked for me. What is your ranking of the 22 Pixar movies? I want to hear them. Comment them down below. And yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday for our next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, click the subscribe button, the like button down there. My last video to my left and to my right. And down in the description are my social media stuff. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Until next time, guys. See ya!